To my little, I could give you an introduction, but you know what? I don't feel like it's gonna have the same effect. So I'm gonna say, who is you?
You say, who is you? I am me.
That is none other than Generalhail.
Yeah, I go by many names, but I guess currently the most active is Generalhail Razor.
Generalhail Razor. Well, it was your information was submitted over to me, sent over to me, and I was like, oh, okay. All right, so we got corporate meets thug meets street. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that's missing in this world. You feel me? A lot of, once you pick a lane, usually you in that lane. The world labels you as that lane.
Yeah.
You said F the labels. F the labels. I'm gonna show y'all something y'all ain't never seen before.
You got to. That's the only way you stay on it. You know what I'm saying?
So if somebody asked you who like straight up, who is you? If somebody asked you that, who would you tell them? Who would you tell them you are?
It really, I am me. It's like, it really depends on who it is, who's asking, what they're referring to. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that we all have different versions of self.
Right.
And so, like if you look at my resume, my background and stuff like that, if you know me, some things it's pointless to kind of, to deliver or reveal to every individual person that asks you a particular question. Well, they have to ask me a particular question in relation to something in particular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
you're going to give them whatever lane you ain't going to give them too much.
Right, because, it's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste of energy.
Well, with a person that's versatile as you definitely have to, because you, unlike a lot of people, you could be in multiple different rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could be in the corporate room with the millionaires, and you could be in the street rooms telling them, hey, look, young guns, y'all.
I have a general response, though.
Okay, what's that?
My general response is, I'm a business consultant.
Okay, business consultant.
I'm a business consultant.
Let's see, that's a cop-out. That's a good cop-out.
It is.
Because you can use that in any room.
Because I only base it based on who I'm talking to. So
right.
If I know the person is in this particular business, I'll gear it towards that.
Right.
On how what I do and what I know can relate to theirs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
And that's how we get engaged into the conversation, dialogue, or how.
And it intrigues them. It pulls them into you. They like,
yeah. Because if I'm talking, I want you to be able to leave with something, not just
right.
talking just for the sake of me to speak. Me to sound good, you know what I'm saying? What can I, if you ask me a question, I want to give you a full detailed answer. If it's a particular question,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
No open ends.
Nah, I'm not here to sell.
Yeah.
I'm not here to sell myself.
Right.
I'm here, you know what I'm saying? And you would think so, right? But nah, I'm not here to sell myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not to be bought. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
Somebody come in here with $1 million and tell like, teach me everything you know.
Teach me the game.
I'm like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I stand on everything I do, everything I love.
Right. So let's go to the beginning then. Let's go to the beginning. Young you. Who are you? Young you.
Young Razor.
Young Razor.
Mm-hmm.
Where you from?
Roseland. I'm from South Side Chicago. They consider the Wild Hunters. Roseland. Shout out to all my brothers over there, Hunter Swift and Wentworth, Princeton Ave.
Right. So take us to that young you. Where the hell Razor come from?
Go deep.
I was a little nigga. I was walking around some shop. You know what I'm saying? You know, to make sure I get back type. But
right.
So it was in relation to that. And
so real street cat.
And some hip hop stuff. Some rap stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The streets named me that after a particular song I came out with.
Okay.
I always had a fetish for like blades and stuff like that. So that's what
So young you back out in Chicago in the streets and things like that. When did it transition? When did you be like, all right, you know what, I got it. Because a lot of cats in the streets stick strictly to the streets.
Yeah, I was never at no point. Just streets.
Never. Oh, so it's always in you.
I was always, I knew that it needs to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was always waking up, taking my ass to work, looking for a job, being productive. Even when I got into drugs, I had a premeditated retirement. Like, I'm only gonna
do this for so long.
You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to get comfortable because I always knew myself at least. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
So
hard thing to overcome though. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm gonna do." They got an answer they mean.
No, because if you don't pull out in a proper amount of time, now you're gonna be tied to and obligated to that particular game, and you got to accept everything that comes along with it. So I'm the type of dude that I don't know how not to get good at what I do. So and if I want to get good, I also want to be the best. I don't want to beat the competition. I want to be the competition. I want to be so you talking about some drug things. Now I'm fucking around and be a drug lord. So because if I'm gonna be a drug lord or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be the dude that's on the street. I never sold a rock or a nickel, you know what I'm saying, on a street corner. It never made sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Fair fact. Because I mean, the thing is, never want to be a nickel and dime. I always want the big dog.
I want to be the supplier and the cooker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Most people okay with like everybody say they want to be the plug till they get the plug responsibilities. Now I'm okay with being the extension cord.
And I did not want the plug responsibility. I feel like it outweighed the liabilities, outweighed the success and stuff like that.
I believe that.
That's before I even had kids and all that stuff. So I was always, you know, like
that's major to think like that at that time frame.
You know, I'd be suited and booty. I'd be, you know, never wasn't no shame to have no suit and tie on. You know, rather my shit wasn't tailored at the time, so it'd be baggy and looking retarded. But you know, I was always trying to be like that middle ground, like that Ghost type character. Except I wouldn't make as many mistakes as Ghost.
Right.
Ghost.
Right, and you know that's crazy because I relate a lot of stuff that I talk about to that show because I work in the club industry and I also do, you know, outside stuff like that. So that was a great analogy. You brought it right around to me. You like hit me in the face with that one. So you was always in the streets and you always had the corporate thing in the background. When did the corporate start to step out front? Because you said you did some, you know, some other things.
When I put music on the back burner.
Okay. And how long did you do music?
I did music for about at least 10 years straight. You know, when I was in the music, I was straight music. That's what I went to school. I went to college for audio arts and acoustics for engineering and stuff like that. So you know, I was the guy that I had them. We was listening to a song by Juicy J and on the way here, where they was telling about their story. How he sold cars for studio time. I was the guy I sold multiple cars to build my own studio inside my house, only to get shut down by my father. That was like, nigga, we renting this motherfucker. We can't build no goddamn. I'm breaking drywall. I'm trying to live my dreams and shit. And this nigga shitted on it. Do you know how heartbroken that was? I'm like, you know what? I'm throwing out like fuck the bed, fuck all this shit. I threw all my shit out. And that nigga was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, because I mean, you know one thing about it, when it's your dream, you invested, you all in. I don't care what it takes.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about.
And then all the outsiders gonna be like, this nigga really just threw the bed out the house.
I was for real. I did nothing but rap. And then I started getting into making beats, stuff like that. Like at one point I was very good, like very good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, the only time I went to school, because the last 2 years of high school, you know, I went to a school called Hyde Park Academy, and you know, it was a lot of negative, you know what I'm saying? So like I only went to school to rap and, you know, get into whatever stuff I was in or whatever like that. So that's all I did, you know what I'm saying? And because I feel like this was gonna pop, you know what I'm saying? We put it all, so of course with that comes with the territory of who you surround. So now you got your mans and you got
your shooter, you got your dealer.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we all in this together. It's like, so now it's this, you know, this is the big picture. And the thing about it is, like, it's like if you ask me today, it's like, all right, so do you care about? I mean, would you do a business music deal today? I said, yeah, I would, but it'd be different. You know what I'm saying? The business would be the front line of it. You know what I'm saying?
Because now you're smarter.
It'd be a strategic purpose. It would just be. We wouldn't just be.
I'm doing it because I love it.
with me and some rap cats, and then energy. I can't allow certain energies around me. You know what I'm saying? So just because I done had some of the greatest rappers ever, still to this day, he's still one of them. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like I've always had the dopest, most unique dudes ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we all, I didn't been in groups where we had several groups. You know what I'm saying? One shout out to Task Force I-57, Violent Soul Entertainment. It used to be like big group swarms of us. Like it was about 30 deep, but everybody sounded different. all this stuff here today where everybody sound like we wasn't.
Yeah.
Everybody was unique. You know what I'm saying?
I see. I was just watching the little T-Pain clip that's going viral right now. He's like, "Yo, we already got an NBA young boy. Stop doing that. We already got." So the Hidden Child was a group that actually, you know what it remind me of? What's the Atlanta joint? When all of them was at Outkast and Future, all of them. What's that group, that clan? I can't remember. I just watched Future's documentary too. But anyway,
Free band?
not Free Band. I'm talking about, the underground before he was really Future. Oh man, I was just watching. But anyway, I get what you're saying. It's like y'all got a whole bunch of different. Y'all one group, but y'all got a whole bunch of different sounds.
We grew up on authenticity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we never competed amongst each other. Like
Right.
we all can rap each other verses. You know what I'm saying? And
That's big.
And that's how we came up. So when we was coming up, it was truly about the music, period.
Right.
So we was so much about the music, we thought it was about the music as far as being successful.
Right.
And it's not just about the music. You know, you can have a weak ass artist. You know what I'm saying? We can make him a star. You know what I'm saying?
So all that being said, what made you? I'm not gonna say put it down, but put it toward the back.
Okay, so real quick on the music tip for me. I still do music. I'm about to drop a mixtape soon. You know what I'm saying? But you'll notice if you replay any previous, back then I was rapping for the sake of jotting down the best rhyme scheme, right? But today I need to make sure. It's like once you know, you can't unlearn what you understand. You know what I'm saying? As far as
That's a big statement, bro.
constantly. So I have to be cautious on what I write and what I recite. You see what I mean? And what I put out there and on the radio waves.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Right.
And because it's too many.
Because once it's out there, it's out
There's too
there.
many niggas that sending these young niggas off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Based on just not taking accountability what the fuck they write and what they say,
Right.
and putting shining light on a particular. If you gonna shine light on a particular lifestyle, and if it's negative, you hold a dual responsibility to give a disclaimer on what the fuck is what the fuck, instead of just
Right.
leaving it out there like this is the route to go to become successful.
Right.
And that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, nigga, you came from the street and I had to sleep on the floor. Alright, okay, whatever, motherfucker, we all did.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's next?
Everybody's saying the same fucking story. I don't give a shit.
Right.
So my job is to tell motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck about your story. Fuck your story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What are you doing now? You know what I'm saying?
Present.
And what are you doing? How are you using your voice and your platform to change and uplift somebody? If you ain't doing that shit, niggas ain't talking about shit. I can't listen to them.
That's big. That's big. So who you listening
I
to right now?
respect men. I respect people, men.
So who you listening to right now?
I was bumping Davies coming in.
Big.
You know, I fuck with the Legend Styles.
Nice.
Juicy
You know,
J.
Locks in general.
Yeah.
Juicy J is a legend. You know what I'm saying? Even though he we was riding around with ski masks over our skulls with that, but that's the thing. That's controversial because like well you Juicy J, 3-6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia still. If you really was a 3-6 Mafia fan, they taught us principles, street principles.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course they do.
On how these females, the streets, these niggas, drugs, this
Right.
all that stuff.
3-6 Mafia. When I left Florida, we ended up going to Mississippi, and I hung out a lot in Memphis. So Memphis like a backyard to me. So 3-6, the real Yo Gotti before he got commercial.
3-6 influenced all
The
that
real Yo
all that
Gotti, all like the real Dolph,
It
like.
had to be like 07, 08.
Yeah, I'm talking about I'm fresh in college and I'm full-time hustler Yo Gotti. Like that vibe. So I get that. I respect that.
So it's a balance, right? So
It's gotta be a balance.
So if I'm gonna listen to that balance, I'm gonna listen to a respectable.
Right.
Yeah, that's
It's
all
gotta
I'm
have
saying.
a message to
That's
it.
all I'm saying.
It's gotta have and a lot of people, everybody asks me, I'm a diehard Nas fan. Diehard Nas fan. And everybody asks me, why are you a Nas fan? Because his shit bang, don't get it twisted. But do you listen to what he's saying?
Yeah.
He has a message. It's more than just rap to him.
Yeah.
He like, bro, I got a story. Let me tell you.
Let me
Bro,
tell
he
you.
rapped the song backwards.
Rewind is the hardest track ever.
Let me tell you what I think about Nas. I always respect it as one of the greats. I never could bump a whole Nas album because I never liked the
The production.
But you know what's funny now? I'm looking back. I'm like, I'm like, 2021, somebody's giving him the production.
Right.
The production is cold,
Right.
and then he not dumbing it down, but he has a certain type of strategic flow now.
Right.
He still, and he done dropping nothing but jewels.
Right, right.
Talking about investments and stocks
exactly.
and stuff like that.
But that goes to what you were saying. You graduate. As you go through this game, you can only rap so long about being broke.
Man.
Exactly.
Because you're not that no more. Like you stated. What are you doing now, nigga? Like, give me something. And that's why when Jay dropped 444, I'm not a huge Jay fan. I respect Jay. Don't get it twisted.
Jiggy.
I'm not a Jay fan though. But I will tell you, when he dropped 444 and he was telling, he basically gave you the blueprint of a lot of stuff that he was doing. And that's free game. So how can you hate a man that's gonna give you free game?
That's why it's the blueprint.
And that's why you have to respect his manhood. He just so happened to be communicating with you in the rhyme scheme.
Exactly.
That's
it's
what
on
I'm
you
saying.
to pick up the message.
I don't like rappers. That's what I'm saying. I don't like rappers. I respect MCs. And most motherfuckers don't know what an MC is. A master of ceremony.
See, and I, you know what? You just opened my mind up because I always say I don't like entertainers. I like rappers. But now you just
same principle.
same principle. But now you just gave me that growth in my mind. Like, dang, you know what? He's right. I need to take that and expand it.
Kids, everybody just probably starts out as a rapper. Children should, right? When we become adults.
Here you go.
You know what I'm saying? You have to graduate to that. Why we got all these old niggas behind these shorties talking about big homies?
Right.
Wearing the old jerseys.
And see,
and they doing stuff completely unethical, out of bounds, and
see,
they ain't nobody telling them nothing.
Bro,
like, where the big homies at me with the management?
We'll go for hours on that conversation. Like, I witnessed a big homie be a big homie for the first time in years. And I was like, bro, that is something that's definitely missing in our industry. Nobody's taking the time to actually give back to the youngers. Because number one, the youngers are totally different now because they give money way faster than we ever. Because I remember getting $100 and holding on to that $100 for as long as possible. And I'd be in the mall, can buy whatever I want.
Shit, you happen to have
but you got that $100? You sitting on that because it looked good to have. Well, you give $100 to these young kids now, they like, what you want me to do with this? They don't even buy my section. Your section.
Man.
They busting so many moves out here now.
Bro,
This is the thing. So since they acquired the money, you know, they able to acquire the tangible, flashy assets and what comes with that.
Right.
The women, the lifestyle, or the imagery that they put, on the television. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, so a nigga like, fuck it, I'm finna kick it with love, bro. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just whatever he say, cause it's like, and to me that's like some sucker ass shit.
It is. That's coattailing to me. Yeah. Like, get off my coattail, bro.
Like
get off his coattail.
Or since you want to be so much of a fan to get the financial benefits or whatever, it's like you ain't gonna tell little bro, like, bro, why you driving around with that?
Right.
And see,
you know what I'm saying?
Now that's real because let's look right now in the industry. Matter of fact, we'll take Lucci. Lucci just got pinned up. Lucci locked up, right? YF and Lucci. Free Lucci, that's my dog. I fuck with him a long way. But my thing is, at the end of the day, Lucci getting locked up for being the driver of a getaway situation. Somebody got shot. Why are you driving?
Right.
Why are you even in the car?
Why are you even there? You know
One thing that I learned from my old big homie, my dogs, people that look out for me, always protect the money. Rule number one, protect the money.
You learn that in chess.
Protect the king.
Protect the king.
Bro, I don't care how he got to that position, but right now he's the neighborhood hero. Yeah. He's the savior.
But why is he there?
Why is he on the chessboard? I love the fact that you said chess. Where is the king located at the beginning of the chess game? In the back, away from everybody.
Next to the most powerful piece.
Next to the most powerful piece.
It's like that in chess and checkers. You gotta get to the back to be king.
Bro, you supposed to real volumes already, bro. Like the fact that, bro, this we gotta make make sure this one get out there. We need to make sure everybody hear this because bro really just spoke some real, bro, you don't even know. I was in the barbershop, you know the barbershop conversations. I done got my cut an hour and a half ago. We still in that car.
Right.
But you right, bro. So, alright, so you step back from the rap game. You say, alright, I'm gonna go business wise. So how did that transition go? How did that transition go when you decided to step?
It wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy because it's kind of because I actually have a love for the craft of music. You know, on the production side, the engineering side, on all aspects of music, I have my hands heavily involved in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like it was hard. But so I had to figure out a way to balance it because there's no way I can actually let it go fully. So I'm always, I have like a schedule, like maybe every 3 months I'm at least gonna do something. I'll go pop up at one of my studios or whatever.
Right.
And I'll at least, you know, because one thing it definitely is, if nothing else, I might not be able to put it in the forefront of my life or whatever, and unless it's a situation that ends up making sense. You know what I'm saying? But I have to identify that it's a healthy outlet.
Right.
If I use it as such.
Right.
So if I get so if I'm going hard in this direction, I mean you need to have outlets. So rather that's
so it's almost therapeutic.
It's 100% therapeutic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I'm speaking, I'm expressing 100%. It's like usually every level up, I get a charge, and I got to let it out. Boom. But my thing is, I'm a real natural person. I have to do it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't, if I don't get it out now, I might not feel the same way tomorrow, next week, or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? My bro Cheese, he be like, here, we'll do something. He be like, oh man, you think you recorded over? That's not happening, bro.
Right.
I'm not thinking
Right.
It's like, because I was if it didn't record right, I don't know what to say now. Because, you know what I'm saying? If I know I did it, everything 100%, Bruce Lee always just preaches, he's like, are you expressing yourself honestly? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's always about expression. So expression is who you really are. You know what I'm saying? And outside of your projection. So are you expressing yourself honestly? So if I gotta feel like I'm, I just can't feel like I'm right. I just gotta be talking. You know what I'm saying? Anything I'm doing, it's gotta be, as long as I'm expressing myself honestly. I don't like no scripts. I don't like none of that stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just need to be able to just put me in there, put me in the room. Put me on stage, let me do whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right, big fact. So with your transition into going basically, corporate side and business, what was the first move that you made? What was the very first move for you that you made when you were transitioning? Because I mean, I was reading everything on your website and I'm just like, yo, bro is tied in, like you. So, not only do you have these different categories of avenues that you could be in, but in each category or avenue, you still got more branches. It's like your tree. Yeah. Your tree, it continues to branch off.
Yeah, I had to learn the art of that too.
He influences the influencers.
But the thing is, he influences the influencers. He can financially support the influencers.
Right.
And then I can legally put you on paperwork. Like, you got so many different, but it's all under one structure. It's like music. It's like music, and you gonna relate to this one. It's one thing to be a rapper. It's another thing to be a producer. But it's a totally different lane when you can rap and produce your own.
Period.
And I done even seen a dude try to engineer it all at the same time too.
So
he running out the booth. Making a
That's a matrix within itself, because that's actually like a pro and a con. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was a pro and a con for me because I'm over analytical sometimes.
You're your worst critic.
I'm my worst fucking critic. I don't like it. It's not good. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if I'm not able, if I you talking about somebody that put 10 years in production and engineering and stuff like that. It's like, without having the best equipment or whatever like that, it's like, when I get in the booth, I gotta learn how to shut off the producer side, shut off the engineer side, be the artist.
Does it make it hard to work with other producers too though? Because I mean, I don't do music, but I'm around so many artists all the time, and I'm in the studio because I like to see the make of it. I love seeing.
Now I love working up.
I love seeing the producer doing his thing, the engineer doing his thing, and then the artist.
The engineer though has to. The only thing that can get kind of conflict of interest is the engineer. You have to record with somebody that knows you, your vocal, and what your objective is, and what you know what I'm saying. What goal you trying to hit with this? You know what I'm saying?
So when I was asking him that, I was saying because my thing is with you being all of them, right? And you saying that you have to say, you know what, I'm the artist right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking up from you, like in this conversation, I pick up from you. That's your lane. You feel that, you know that, you get that. That's your music. You like, all right, boom, this me. But you still a producer. You still an engineer. Mm-hmm. Does it conflict you when you like say you're in the booth and then the producer or the engineer say, all right, nah, you got to do something, and you don't agree with it? Are you gonna let their opinion override what you're thinking, or are you gonna be like, nah, I know me?
It depends. I usually, I'm the type that, I'll try it.
Oh, you'll do it both ways.
I respect somebody else's. You need, like I said, you can be your own worst enemy.
Right.
So you need a fresh ear. You need another ear, as long as it's somebody that sees what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And they're in a position to help you accomplish that. You know what I'm saying? You talk about a professional engineer or producer. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And see, that's what I was, that's what I was curious about, because a lot of people don't know how to take that step back and
take that criticism,
because especially when they feel like I'm in your seat.
He'll tell you like we're supposed to be doing a group track or some stuff like that, and we're all laid down, and I'll be like, nah, bro, just keep it. Just do the whole song.
Right, but that's big.
That take a lot, because most niggas be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? If I identify that his sound, if I'll hear like you need to marry that, because
that's
you know what I'm saying.
It's made for you. Yeah.
If the objective is to make this the hottest record, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it could be that feature might be a conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like
that's like getting a verse from like who right now? That's like getting a verse from Drake.
We can do a remix.
Yeah, that's like getting a verse from Drake right now, and you like, oh, you gonna kill my joint like that?
I kill myself. You know what I'm saying? And before I kill the record,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I kill my because it's not about you at
that point,
especially when you're on a team project or whatever like that.
Right. It's about this team. Like it's like what's Maybach Music when they dropped that group album.
Man.
And it was like some of the tracks was just like Rick Ross should have been you. Mm-hmm. You should have just rolled that out, cause your verse killed everything. Mm-hmm. Like everything else is irrelevant on the track because of the verse that you put down. Mm-hmm. So I get what you're saying, and I mean as a businessman, as a team member, you gotta be able to swallow that pill and say,
make those decisions.
Yeah, like bro, this it's gonna hinder us as a group to take this away from you.
100%.
So you're a businessman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I say that with the most respect after reading your breakdown.
Yeah, businesses.
You're a businessman. When did you say, you know what, this it right here? This is how I'm gonna do it. This, cause you got the music going, you got the production going, you still probably, weighing in and out of the streets, helping the young guns. Mm-hmm. When did you say, this it? Was it like your first business, or was it like the second?
No.
What?
I started my first business in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you said it was always in you. You did say that.
I had multiples. I can't even name all the businesses I've been in. I've started well over 100 businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like within my lifetime or whatever.
So, like I said, for that young man that's out there, and
it's a science to we can get to the parents. It's a psychology game of getting to both of them. You know what I'm saying? The first thing we really got to do, people will like laugh when I say this, like really my psychology is to remind people that what they doing ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been getting congratulated by all, like I said, by this media, like, yo, hey, yeah.
They getting all the likes.
You know,
They getting the food. They getting the things that come with them. They getting the trophies basically.
Yeah.
They getting the trophies. They getting the girlies.
That's
they getting
success.
the cars.
This how you, man. They are awarding some of these men and women like Woman of the Year. So I ain't gonna say no names, but these people shouldn't be nominated now. That's disrespectful to the culture. You know what I'm saying? See, they want you to say a certain. I ain't gonna say no names, but if you got a woman that shows her character is to show ass, titties, and blah 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 blah. You know, it has vulgar language and blah blah. Blah. That's her character, and you tell the world, our race, that this is the most. You know what I'm saying?
This is the hot mark.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the top.
This is the woman of the year. You see her? Keep seeing her. We want to keep showing the image of her.
I'm
right?
there.
So if that's all they know, that's all they go. So that's why we see the women we meet.
And that's
right
why I get what you're saying. Cause society, and I'm calling names. Ain't nobody gonna check me. I'm the bad boy. I'm the bad boy here. Society is gonna say, be the Cardi B, be the Nickies, be the Megan Stallion. But whereas we got the Michelle Obama over here that really got it in order, really got it in check, really got it lined up. We got the Oprah over here, really got it lined up, really in check, really ready to go. But we don't flaunt them.
No.
Doing it.
We talk about them.
There's some women out here.
We talk
memes on
Oprah, thick seller. Oprah ain't worth nothing but the check.
Purple.
Yeah.
Ain't worth nothing but the check. But they don't know that's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing against the Cardi, the Nicki, or the Megan.
Yeah,
but that's not my high mark. That's not, you up there, but you're up there only on a financial scale, and you really not there.
Come on, friend.
If you want to say female rap artist of the year, okay, cool. Don't say woman of the year.
I think exactly. You don't even stand in the room with the woman of the year to me.
Like, come on, that's very different.
And let's just call a spade a spade. I fuck with your music.
Yeah.
I smack that ass any time of the day. But to call you woman of the year?
Come on. No. And for it to be accepted. Nobody even argued this shit. So this is what the world is today. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you took the word right. This is where the world is. Because you gotta think about it. What do we celebrate right now?
That ain't nothing.
They celebrate
Nas. You see the other Nas?
Hey, Nas it?
Oh, did you?
Now let me tell you though.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you. I am not a Nas X fan. I don't understand him. I don't get the logic. You want me to tell you what I really? Let me tell you what I get. The puppeteer.
Definitely.
He's a puppet for whoever really behind driving it. But and the problem for me with that is, you're okay with it.
I don't even mind.
You're embracing it.
If you are who you are, that's not my problem. My problem is the power and influence they put behind you to project in the way that the imagery in that video. Y'all know what the video I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The imagery in that video should never be seen for a grown man.
But the problem with it is society celebrated.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of backlash. Don't get it twisted. But do you know this man got a Nike deal off of that?
So
now they pulled the Nike deal, but guess what? They didn't pull the shoe.
Nah.
They pulled the deal.
Oh, shit.
One thing that I learned by learning contracts, he already was getting the profit off the shoe. Y'all didn't stop nothing for that.
I told somebody
Which
that.
he didn't get the profit off the shoe. After looking at the real contract.
Oh.
There was a team behind him.
He was in 360.
He was in a 360. They gave him money up front, and they said, you wear this. You wear this. You be the face of this. We gonna pay you this amount. Everything made off the shoe though is gonna come back to us. But there's a 360. I'm gonna give you. Let me give you 6 figures up front.
So all that bread.
Not knowing
they got it.
this is a 7-figure, 8-figure deal.
What's bad? If y'all ain't learned, what's Buddy from Lion King, man? If y'all ain't learned that.
Look, we got some hearts flying.
But that's crazy because you're talking. Everything that you're saying is happening right now in front of us. Contracts are being signed every day. People not knowing what they really signed. Even your favorite people are signing deals that they really.
Yeah.
Prime example.
Paperwork.
Greatest rapper alive, Lil Wayne. Why did he go so long without an album? Everybody was like, nah, he took a break.
No.
Break my ass. If you at the top of the game and everybody loving you, that's the time you want to take a break?
No. Hell no.
I'm going to tell you, a lot of people didn't look at Jigga, Jay-Z, I retired. Do you really think Jay-Z really retired?
Hell no.
Jay-Z was still doing features. If you retire, that means you go away from it.
Dame kind of put a light on what he did. You know, Jay-Z is a shark, right? So he wanted to control everything. So Dame was gonna do some side deal dealing with Rockefeller. So Jay-Z, when he first did that, he wanted to devalue the name, right?
Right.
And then so
I saw that.
just like what he just did with the deal Dame trying to do with NFTs.
Right.
So they put the publicity out there. They paid the tabloids and stuff like that to say like we're suing such and such, such and such. They wasn't real. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
It was a real accusation, but he wasn't really doing what they said he was doing. And they knew that, but they knew the bad press would stop the value of the NFT and limit the sale. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Dame said he respected it. I respect Dame for it. He's like, yeah, you know, it's part of the game. You gotta know what party, what game you in. So if you know what game you in, you can't get mad if you still entertaining it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it comes with the territory.
Right. You're big facts, bro. Like you're absolutely right. Like I'm not gonna like this.
Look at Nas and Jay-Z. Look. That video they came out with when they was at the what's name and Jay-Z was sitting by himself. Did y'all? They was together. Did y'all still see the separation?
Right.
I mean, after
you know what I'm saying?
you expect.
Nah.
Yeah. It's like and Jay-Z was talking, sending hella shots doing the first.
But you also got.
That's another big. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And but my thing is I like that. To an extent.
Yeah, it's dope.
I like that to an extent because that's hip hop.
Right.
That's real hip hop.
But they showing us the whole hip hop to this entirety though. The music and the business at the same time.
Exactly. And the thing is, they went and did that track together with Khaled. They did that to show all else fail, this money gonna come.
Right.
I don't care if I like you. I don't care if you don't like me. When we get in here and we know what these zeros finna do, that's all that matters. I can sit in the room with a man that I can make money with.
Anytime.
Anytime. I don't give a damn if we agree to disagree. At this point, I bet we can agree. Your money green, my money green. Let's finish it. Right. So my thing, bro, like you gotta get this out, and you got a platform to put it out.
Right.
I need you, for the people that's out here, let them know where they can see this movement, where they can hear it. Cause I just got the event right, and I'm looking at the day and time, and I might have to move my schedule around and do some stuff. Cause I think I might need to be in that room.
Right.
Cause I want to. So
Spots is limited.
what do we get when we get those moments? Like when you're doing your speaking events, what do we get there? What's there for us? Cause I know you said you don't speak without nobody leaving without something.
Oh yeah. It's just like I say, I do a lot of shock value techniques or whatever like that, but it's all 100. You know what I'm saying? No like gimmick to it.
Right.
It's like I try to target something. It's like when we get money, we start our business like that, we get content. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
we pass over stuff that we need to take care of or whatever like that to solidify our positions. So I can walk in a room and know none of these niggas are incorporated. I can walk in the room and know none of them know about business credit or how they business credit or half their personal credit fucked up. I just know it. So these are my target focuses, and I know half the motherfuckers that ain't gonna know half the. I mean, that's how I do it. Wow. So if I say that I can not only point that out and I can change that shit, I can control the room.